So I have discovered like the craziest thing the past couple weeks. Like neighbor wars is like a real life thing, okay? When I've told Kelsey some of the things that happened, she's like, it sounds like a movie script. I'm like, no, this is real life. This is my life right now. So I wanted to do a new fence. My old fence was rotting and I just wanted to replace it. The neighbor, okay, on that side of the yard, the other neighbors, they cool. I'm really cool with the one across the street, the one next to them, whatever, right? All right, so I want to do a fence. I get a land survey done. I pay $475 for the land survey because I didn't want no problem with like them saying you came too close to the line, whatever else, okay? $475. The neighbor then asked me when I started putting up my fence, she's like, isn't it supposed to be like 12? First off, the man that lives over there said, isn't it supposed to be 15 feet off the line? Okay, 15 feet off the line this way, 15 feet off the line this way. That's like the whole damn yard. We're talking about 15 feet. Some places it's 12 inches, some places it's 6 inches, some places it's right on the line, okay? They thought it was 12 inches. I said, no, look, they marked it for where I can put my fence. Put my fence up. Next thing you know, code enforcement knocking on my door in uniform like a police officer. I get a citation notice. It's a warning. It says, I advise the property owner to come in the developed community office and obtain a fence permit within 14 days. He told me I had to flip my fence because the ugly side cannot be towards the outside. So I'm not sure if this citation or warning, it says first and final warning, if it's for me to get a permit within 14 days or if it's for me to flip the fence panels. So I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna flip all these damn fence panels? I just had my dad and cousin put this up. My cousin's phone's off. How am I gonna flip these panels? So I was like, you know what? Okay, so if this video looks a little chopped and edited right here, it's because my mom just called, interrupted the video. I'm recording it on my phone. Nobody else better call me in the next couple minutes. All right, so I have decided, I looked on Google, how do you make the ugly side of a fence pretty? Because you're not allowed to put the ugly side towards the neighbor, whatever else. And you can do a staggered vertical fence. So what a staggered vertical fence is, it's like a picket on this side, picket on this side, and it's like staggered. One on each side, whatever. So you just see parts of the 2x4 or whatever they're using, a 2x3 in my case. All right, so since my neighbors want to be petty and call code enforcement on me, and then when code enforcement came over here and talked to me, he said, you have to flip it, whatever. And I said, okay, cool. And I said, though they called, right? And he was like, I don't know who called. I just got the order. I said, yeah, I know they called. They called. And he was like, I don't really know. And it's funny because as he's walking to his truck, both neighbors, the man and the woman, are kind of like slowly walking and like looking through the bushes over here. And I'm like, I know you waiting to talk to him because you called him on me, whatever. And then they go, I'm standing out the front door. I'm like, I'm going to wait to watch y'all talk to him so y'all know that I know that you called him. They then take him to the backyard to show him the fence again. Clearly, whatever they were complaining about wasn't an issue because he never came back to me and said anything else. I went and got the permit, whatever. I was like, okay, y'all want to play with me? We gonna play this game. So I posted on my Instagram story that they had a dead tree in their backyard. I told her a long time ago. And then when she started asking me about my fence and I got the land surveyed, I said, by the way, that dead tree is not in the county, and it looks like it's going to fall on my house when it falls, like if it storms real bad. And she goes, yeah, no, I know it's in my yard. I'm like, wait, so when I told you before and I said maybe the city will cut it down, you acted like you didn't know if it was your yard or not. Now that I got my land surveyed and I said it's in your yard, you're like, yeah, I know it's in my yard. So you've been knowing this dead tree been in your yard for like 4 or 5 years and then it might fall on my house, but you don't cut it down. Okay, you want to play games and call code enforcement, like we're going to play games. So I decided, yes, I have proof of delivery. I sent it UPS overnight. I also sent it with the post office, and I have the tracking delivered. So if the tree does fall, they're in trouble for not fixing the tree. I looked up online, what kind of letter do you send for a dead tree in the neighbor's yard? Here's the letter. I live at such and such next door. I am writing in relation to concerns I have about a potential threat to health and safety posed by a tree on your property. I have marked the tree on the enclosed land survey map so that you can clearly identify which tree in this particular case, which I have the land survey. It's marked with a blue X where their dead tree is. The tree that I'm concerned about is a dead pine tree in your backyard on the closest side to my house. I am particularly concerned because this tree looks diseased and that the appear at risk of falling. The owners have a legal duty to take care and make sure that their trees do not pose a danger to their neighbors or their property. I would therefore be grateful if you could obtain a tree survey, and if it shows that this is potentially dangerous, to arrange for tree removal. You may have previously been unaware of the condition of the tree and potential problems caused by this, which they knew because I told you twice. However, now that this has been brought to your attention, I would request that you take action. If you do not do so, the local council potentially could take action themselves to assess and remove any trees. They may, however, charge any cost of doing so to you, and that is likely to cost more than if you initially carried out the work yourself. I am keen to resolve this amicably, you know the word, like urgently, amicably. We are, after all, neighbors. I would therefore be grateful if you could look into this matter and arrange assessment and removal of the tree as a matter of urgency. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. And I had it notarized, and I sent it to them, and I print them in 8x10 of their tree to let them know, like, there's the dead tree. It's literally right outside this bathroom window. If it falls, it's going to fall on my bathroom. They need to remove the tree. They're responsible. They want to mess with me about my fence. So I went out there. I bought pickets 2 different days. I loaded up my truck, figured out a way to do it. I literally balanced it on my leg, and I'm going to attach the video now of me putting up my fence. So I don't have to take it down. I don't have to move it. I don't have to flip it. The neighbors are stupid. I'm not neighbors, as in a lot, just the 2 over there, okay? Because I love Lenora, I like the guy across the street, I like a few of the other ones, I just don't like the ones next door. They want to play with me. I even bought a bunch of trees to make like a fence of trees, so it's like completely separated. I literally looked up how to separate your yard from the neighbors. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, neighbor wars is real, guys. I cannot believe it. It's a real thing, and I am in the middle of it, okay? I am a victim of neighbor wars. But I wouldn't say a victim because I'm clearly handling it. I say I'm on the other side of the line of neighbor wars, and I'm in defensive mode, and you're not going to, you offensively trying to tackle me. Okay, now I'm talking football. I'm not playing with y'all. Leave me alone and cut your dead tree down. So I'm making this side a stagger vertical fence. So I'm putting 1 picket on at a time. That way the outside is no longer the ugly side. I had to get more pickets for the neighbor side who called code enforcement on me. Day 2. I just got my hair done, about to pull it up and go finish this fence. What is it called? How classy. Putting my hair up right by the garbage can.